Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Soapbox Slam, where I get on my soapbox and I talk about the things that I see going on. Man, I really am so disheartened and disenchanted and saddened by the state of affairs in the Middle East. It is really sad that those people, and people here in this country are such warmongers. It is unbelievably sad that all of these unbelievable hypocrites and demons cannot get past their own egos to resolve confrontation and result in this destruction of human beings, this execution of and extermination of human beings. It's really pathetic. And God gave a message to Noah, and had Noah, because of his righteousness, have Noah save all the creatures and a few people in humanity, and he wiped everything out. He was going to do it again with Moses, and decided that Moses pleaded and basically offered up his own life, his own existence as a martyr to save humanity, right? And God saved humanity then. But it was promised that when he came again, that he would burn everything. He would no longer flood everything, but that he would burn everything to wipe out humanity, right? Because human beings were not living to his word, and human beings were not behaving in the most righteous way. And it's he gave Moses these 10 principles, and 5 of those 10 principles are how man should treat neighbor, and 5 of those 10 principles were how man should treat his relationship to the Abrahamic religion. I truly feel that, and I welcome it, God should come and wipe it all out again. I mean, I look at the way you people treat each other and behave, and the disdain, particularly what's going on in the Middle East, because I think it's representative and representative of all of humanity at this point. And for a group of people who so-called are chosen, the only chosen people on this God's green earth, the only people blessed by God, the only people out of all of the human life existence, the only people chosen to exist and prevail in God's kingdom, the only ones. Everybody else, to hell with you. The Christians, the Muslims, everybody else has no blessing whatsoever. None. Right? Would be the biggest bully and the biggest agitator in all of this. Now, you can say what you want. There isn't anything any one of you Israeli supporters, and this does not make me anti-Semitic, because I have no desire for any human being, anybody in God's creation, to be destroyed, exterminated, shot, killed, beat up, and everything else. Even as a black man who has been mistreated, abused, bigoted against, and prejudiced against, I still love my enemy. And it is the hardest thing, but the number one lesson I learned from righteousness. Nonetheless, I let me make clear, because I am not anti-Semitic. I have no desire to kill anybody. But let me make clear what my position is. And I say it every time. my tribute, my sacrifice to God would be to wipe out the entire area, kill and get rid of everyone. I would let it be known, hey, everybody get out. Israelis get out, Palestinians get out, Christians get out, Muslims get out, because I'm leveling everything. I am taking it, I am destroying everything over there. I'm flattening everything. And after I did that, I would bring you in and I would tell you in, and the world leaders, I would tell them all, this land is for everybody. All of the resources, the potash, the natural oil, the natural gas, the copper, all of the resources that are there, whatever they've imported and managed to irrigate and create to grow, everything will be done in Israel, will be openly traded and sold on the market in competition with all the other competitors who are trading resources in the global market at a rock bottom price to level the playing field. The entire area would be memorialized and made into museums and preserved as preserved as a representation of humanity, and nobody could claim the area at all. That is my position. That is my position. Period, point blank. That's it. I have no love for one group or another. I will criticize the bully in this group. And the bully is Israel. Ashkenazi Jews are the bully. The Ashkenazi Jews are the bully in this scenario. Period, point blank. The bottom line for all of you people is, if you believe that Israel has a right to be in Palestine after never being in that land at all, they were never there. Ashkenazi Jews, Jews that are fair white skin, whose original language is Yiddish, who came from Poland, Ukraine, and Russia. The majority of Jews that settled and nomadically traveled and settled into Germany, France, and England, Ashkenazi Jews, number one, were not in this land. They were never there. They moved on, or the majority of Ashkenazi Jews is actually convert. They're actually converts. They're not Hebrew Israelites. But that's a whole nother discussion. If you believe that these people belong in this area because God said that they could have their natural land back, then you must support the Native Americans in America rising up and demanding their land back, taking arms, creating a police state around anything that exists there, and controlling that land. So the Native Americans have the right to go back, reverse the Trail of Tears, go up and down the East Coast, and push out and resettle all of the land along the East Coast, because that's their God-given right. Since it's not an Abrahamic God, it's a spiritual God, but every spirit has a God-given right. Every person has a right to defend themselves. Every person has a right to exist. So you must support that concept. You must support the concept of the Aboriginals in Australia coming together, organizing, and saying they want their land back. You must support it. If you do not, you are a lying hypocrite, and you're only out for your own interest, and you are devilish. You're beyond reproach. That's what I'm on a soapbox about. You people, I welcome retribution, and I will continue to pray. That's what I'm on my soapbox about. The stuff in the Middle East is getting more and more intense, and people like Ben Shapiro want to blame Joe Biden, and everybody else wants to blame everyone else except for the real culprits. Israel could have stopped this a long time ago. They could have gone after specific people who did the specific crime. That would have required research and everything else, but no. That would require detective work and everything else. No, they decided to annihilate people and keep it going. So if other Muslim people want to stand up for their cousins and stand up for them, they have a right. They're making this stuff a nasty mess, and it's not Biden's fault.